Alright guys, welcome to the Crypto Fellow channel, where we bring you educational content as regards the blockchain cryptocurrency industry. Note before we continue that I'm not a financial advisor, I'm purely an educator. So with that taken, we'll be looking at the best community event that is coming up from the InvArch Network. It's tagged It's Grow Time Community Sale Event. So let's head on right into it. So in this video, we'll be considering some points. We'll be looking at introduction to InvArch Network, InvArch technology, then the recent milestone and achievement, then the VARCH token, then finally the growth time. And under the growth time, we'll consider what growth time is all about, what it means for InvArch Network, eligibility and minting schedule, airdrop reward, and final note, which is my own opinion of the whole event. So the InvArch Network is the world's first blockchain designed for intellectual property tokenization and networking. The network was built with substrate/Rust for intellectual property tokenization, development, and networking. So the InvArch Network has a canary network on Kusama. The InvArch Network is a permanent site, is going to be Polkadot, but it has a canary network which is operational now on the Kusama ecosystem. The Tinkernet was created as a test network of the mainnet, which is the InvArch Network. It is an environment where users can test their code before going into InvArch mainnet. The InvArch network team has come up, with a very novel solution to grow and develop your ideas, protect your intellectual properties, and tokenize your innovative ideas. These ideas can range from audios, photos, videos, etc. So it's a very wonderful solution that the InvArch Network is bringing, and it is censorship resistant. You don't have to go through all these patents, the difficulty of getting patents and all of that. It's quite easy. It is on chain. So the InvArch technology, underlying technology is basically three. We have the InvArch protocol, then we have the OSIF, which is the on-chain innovation funding, and this has three arms, which is the on-chain innovation funding staking, on-chain innovation funding farming, on-chain innovation funding donation. Then we have the XCA, which is the cross-chain authentication protocol. The InvArch protocol is what powers the foundation of the creator economy and the InvArch network. It produces what we can call the essential stem for defining and organizing NFT-based structure for intellectual property and decentralized organization. The InvArch protocol is designed so that its NFT-based primitives are interoperable across numerous ecosystems as transferable and composable assets. Now let's look at the on-chain innovation funding. I said it's divided into three. The OSIF protocol completely disrupts the current state of funding and incentives by realizing on-chain IP staking, IP farming, and IP donation for intellectual property assets, dApps, and startups. It's similar to the Asta network dApp staking. That's the one arm of OSIF, which is OSIF staking. And lastly, the cross-chain authentication protocol. This provides the first trustless method for verifying the authenticity and uniqueness of NFT metadata and files across all of Web3. InvArch realizes privacy-proof asset today for a plagiarism impossible internet tomorrow. So this cross-chain authentication takes away plagiarism. It cancels out plagiarism by bringing solution for piracy, a solution in form of piracy resistant files and assets. So these are groundbreaking solutions from InvArch Network. Let's move on. So what are the recent milestones out of the three technologies that we just looked at from the InvArch Network? The OSIF is already activated on Tinkernet, and they just concluded the OSIF staking, which is a public testing event, and it has 9,300 plus participants testing the protocol. So it was a very outstanding testnet. Then let's look at the VARCH token. The VARCH token is the native token of the InvArch network. It is the native token of the InvArch network, and it is used to power operations which are conducted over the network. And these operations include, but it's not limited to these alone. We have on-chain governance, which determines network upgrades, treasury management, minting NFTs on the network, and establishing on-chain DAOs, and registering IP assets and deploying licensing contracts on the blockchain. So let's look at some of the utilities of the VARCH token. It allows dApps that are deployed on a network to bond VARCH in order to unlock gasless transaction. So once dApps that are deployed on the network bond this VARCH token, they can run gasless transaction over the network and experience a financially free transaction. Also, it allows DAOs and individuals on the InvArch network to be able to mint advanced NFT assets, which are optimized for servicing intellectual property needs. So the InvArch network will also feature a WASM powered IPVM. What is IPVM? Intellectual property virtual machine, which will allow for deployment of IP specific smart contracts, which are known as smart licenses, which execute and facilitate on-chain licensing agreement between two or more parties. And it is a VARCH token that will be used to pay for this smart deployment and execution cost on the network. So these are some of the utilities of the VARCH tokens. Now let's look at the token distribution, the token economy. At launch, 60% of the VARCH supply will be reserved for fueling and infrastructure growth, and will be unlocked and distributed over the course of approximately 25 years. Another 15% of the supply will go to the network community supporters over various phases of the project. The remaining 25% will be used to fund development costs of the network and fuel awareness of the technologies under its cutting. There will be a maximum supply of a VARCH token of 1 billion VARCH tokens. Then this is the distribution of the 1 billion VARCH token. We have 35% of that 1 billion for infrastructure, 16% for VARCH association, 7% for C supporters, then 2% for community airdrop, 1% for crowd loan, 4% for reserve, 10% for ecosystem, and 25% for governance. So this is basically how the VARCH token economy distribution goes. So let's finally go to the main bone of contention for this video, if I can say that way, which is the Grow Time community sale event. So what is this event? in the spirit of gratitude and appreciation for the community, the InvArch Network has decided to reward them for their unwavering support and commitment with Access Pass NFTs. These NFTs are called Access Pass, and they come with reward bearing utilities. So there's a snapshot of the NFT. This, you can see it, a snapshot of it. So what does this mean for InvArch? Through this community sale event, it will help in raising enough war chest, which will aid the core team growth. You'll be able to get more hands to build groundbreaking solutions for the Web3 we all desire. Then it will also help the InvArch Network to secure a parachain slot on Polkadot. We have said that the InvArch Network has a canary network on Kusama, and the permanent site will be on Polkadot. So I'm trying to secure a parachain slot. Means community say will help in doing that. Then what are the eligibility and minting schedule? We have the community round. There are 3 rounds: the community round, the ecosystem round, the public round. And all NFTs are first come, first served. 2,000 NFTs are allocated for the community round, 3,000 for ecosystem round, 5,000 for public round. Then the duration, you can see them: 24 hours, 48 hours, 96 hours. Then the NFTs will be purchased using the DOT token, $50 for the community round, $55 for the ecosystem round, and $60 DOT equivalent for the public round. Then 25 NFT per address for the community round, ecosystem round, 50 NFT per address, then 100 NFT per address for the public round. Then what are the qualifications for each round? We can see the qualification here: UDDAO members, ambassadors, InvArch banner holder, and Tickernet crowdloan participant for the community round. Then OSIF testnet participant, Canaria holders, Fala World holders, Buff Chimps holders, Kusama Kingdom holders for the ecosystem round. Public round is open to everyone. So the community round starts, minting starts February 13, ecosystem round minting starts February 14, and public round minting starts February 16 at 4 p.m. hot. Then growth time ends February 20th at 4 p.m. So what are the reward and use cases of this Access Pass? Access Pass will grant ability to participate in on-chain governance. So people who host this Access Pass NFT will be able to determine the future of the network. Then qualification for airdrop of 2,000 VARCH token. With this Access Pass, you are eligible for 2,000 VARCH token per NFT. And the vesting schedule of this token, 20 million VARCH tokens have been allocated for this event. The distribution times are as follows: the NFT Access Pass will be distributed 14 days after the community event ends, and the VARCH token airdrop 14 days after token generation event. Then we have the lock and vesting: 30% initially unlocked after airdrop, 70% will be linearly unlocked by block for 1 year. So my final thoughts on this project is that this project is a very wonderful one from InvArch Network. They've been doing awesomely well since the inception of the project, and they are still waxing stronger even now. This event shows that the InvArch Network is dedicated and committed to growing the InvArch Network team is dedicated and committed to growing the InvArch Network. So great things are lined up in InvArch Network development roadmap this year, and one of such plans is to participate in the Polkadot auction come March 2023, which will initiate the VARCH token generation. Alright, so stay tuned for this coming event, the InvArch Network is draw time. So how do you get ready? As the day is fast approaching, I think we are less than 3 days now for the event to kickstart. Get your Polkadot applicable wallet ready. You can get Polkadot.js, Nova wallet, Talisman wallet, and so many other Polkadot applicable wallets. Also, get as many DOT tokens available to participate in this event, whether it's the community round if you qualify, or is the ecosystem round, or the public round, whichever one. Get as many DOT tokens available to participate in this event. It's definitely going to be a wonderful one and going to be worth your time. Alright, that will be all for this video about the InvArch Network is draw time. Until another time, I'm Crypto Fellow. Stay safe.